Hey, I'm Mark Schneider, you're watching Schneider Classics, and hopefully we can finish this today. Sand the rest of it down. Yeah, that's all dry. Sand the rest of it down, maybe do a quick scuff on the entire thing, even though I did already sand the whole thing. Sand all that smooth. I guess I got blobs all over the place when I was doing all this. Yeah, I smeared. Oh well, clean all that up. It's all dry, which is good. Fiberglass on fiberglass. Hair of the dog. So finished, that one's maybe the hardest, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of that with hand with a couple fingers and some sandpaper. That's gonna suck. But this Zephyr silver liner, and this has got to get sanded more to get off, because we're gonna paint the whole thing, which sucks. That's thing get covered up. I mean, if one of you can make a sticker like that for me and send it, I'd love it, but it's probably gonna get covered up, and we'll probably put the Schneider Classics logo there. But I gotta jump on this, get this done, because apparently there may be rain coming tomorrow. So obviously if we get it finished painting, it'll be good. But if we don't finish painting and get it back on here tomorrow, we may be in a problem. But so I'm gonna stop yapping and just get the freaking work. I'm saying this is good enough, mostly because I hate body lines, and I'm starting to burn through a little bit by trying to get this by hand, but it's pretty smooth. Gunk. Like, you start rubbing enough, it's hard. I hate body lines. Most of it's to fill in all these little pinholes like you see there, and fill in the cracking. So that's good. And you can see where I've had multiple coats and how they feather into each other to make this void even. Because you can see right here, there's a big hole here. So as I was saying before my camera cut out, you can see the multiple coats of Bondo feathering into each other, because I've gone over this a couple times. Like right here's a good example where it's feathered into the different coats and feathered into the body, and you can see this white and this like lower white. And oh, these are a pain in the ass. Get these corners, because there's a chunk missing here, a chunk missing out of the fiberglass that's now filled in, and all over here too. And good example of it is like you can see where that spot is, but it's filled in, it's smooth. Strengthen the fiberglass. Oh, that I have to go over. That's a little rough, but you can see right there, there's a hole filled in. Hole, and you just want to feather it. But that's really it. It's just sanding it till you can see like it feathers in. It's not perfect by any means. It's not going to be. It's fiberglass. Once it's painted, it's gonna get hit by rocks anyways, so it's not like perfect. The main reason I was doing all this is like because there's a big chunk missing here, a big hole, and so that's now filled in. And then I went back over it and did a little bit. All there was cracking and stuff like that, so I just wanted to strengthen that up because it had deep cracks and everything that are filled now. So I'm gonna do that one little corner over there, blast it off, coat it, wipe it off with some degreaser, and then like you can see there's some cracking here that got filled in. Yeah, it just needs to be degreased and then painted. And I would say you should do a like paint gun. I do have a paint gun, it sucks. It got me started into this. I need to buy a proper paint gun. Shaking up our paint. I'm just going to do this by brush because that's what we're doing. Why not?
Space and time, what's yours is mine. The burden, hurting, feels inside. I'll be your guide, have faith and try to see the light in the darkness. So I want you more than anybody else. I hold you when you're going through hell. I love you more than anybody else. Anybody else, anybody else. I want you more than anybody else. I hold you when you're going through hell. I love you more than anybody else. Anybody else, anybody else. Anybody else. Anybody else.
So I tried a new method with painting because I saw back in like, apparently like, I don't know, someone showed me this a while ago, something in like the 60s and 70s, semi-trucks, they would paint with a brush and you'd almost overpaint it a little bit because then the paint would spread out and blend in with itself, or I don't know how it really works. I would love to know more. This is my first ever attempt at it. You can see there's some runs in some spots, but like at the top it actually looks kind of nice, and hey, there's a run there, but for the most part it actually looks really nice and glossy, which I really like. It actually shows up on camera really nice. But in person, when you're like 2 feet away, you'd be like, oh, there's a run, there's a run, there's a run. It just means that's where the paint's thick, so it can last on the road use. But doesn't work horrible. And the main reason I wanted to paintbrush it is because if you buy the can of paint, it's like $25, so we spent $50 on paint on this, versus if I went the spray can route, like rattle can, that would have been like $8,200 because those rattle cans are like $20. Yeah, I think they're like $20 to $22 each. $18 for the really cheap ones if you get lucky. Yeah, like Canada, prices of material are crazy. So use maybe like $30 for the paint on this. I can't wait till we can put it back on there. But we got to get taillights sorted for it and license plate, a lot of stuff. And I got sick and tired of sanding. Like, anybody can do this at home, make stuff look better than what it did. And I mean, it's a roof. Who's didn't care when once it's set up way up there, 10 feet up, you're never gonna see it. Who's gonna care? But it's just a rush to get this damn thing done. But hey, you know what? If you got tips, tricks, whatever to teach me, tell me. I really want to get a paint setup, but a paint setup's a lot of money. We don't have a Harbor Freight up here. I can't just go out and I can get a cheap paint gun, but then they come with those stupid things and you have to make sure you clean it and clean it all, and it'd be a pain in the ass. Because I did that before when we were doing the one truck there. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm working my ass off when I'm supposed to be studying because I'm in my level 3 schooling right now for my journeymanship. So thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video when we probably do the trim on that and get it up.
But we just keep on holding on. The future isn't on it. We do our best to stay strong.